Soccer. It's a beautiful game. The world's most popular sport. It's a game that's brought joy and excitement to millions of people around the world. But what happens when you take that joy and excitement and turn it into a cutthroat competition? Well, you get Blue Lock, an anime that's all about a group of soccer players fighting tooth and nail to become the best. But let's be honest, Blue Lock can be a bit of a slog at times. And what's the deal with all these people having huge eyes? This motherfucker has not seen sunlight in 20 years. He's just been staring at his computer screen, not blinking. Today, we're going to explore why Blue Lock is the most boring anime that still has you hooked. I mean, sometimes, Blue Lock is about as exciting as watching grass grow. In fact, I'd rather watch actual grass grow than sit through another 2 minutes of this show.
Come on. Hey, Peter. Hey, Joe. Damn it!
The characters are all a bit one note, and the pacing can be slow. But even with all of that, there's something about Blue Lock that keeps you coming back for more. Let's start with the characters. The main character, Yoichi, is your typical shonen protagonist. He's determined, he's talented, and he's got a chip on his shoulder. But what sets Yoichi apart from the other shonen protagonists is his love for the game of soccer. You can really feel his passion for the sport, and it's infectious. It makes you want to root for him. Unfortunately, the other characters aren't quite as compelling. They all have their own quirks and personalities, but they're all pretty one-dimensional. There's the cocky one, the quiet one, the tough one. You get the idea. It's a shame, really, because the show could have really benefited from more complex characters. Now, let's talk about the soccer. When Blue Lock focuses on an actual game, it's at its best. The matches are intense and exciting, and the animation is top-notch. But there's a problem. There just isn't enough soccer in Blue Lock. Too much time is spent on training montages and character development, which can be a bit of a drag. Speaking of training montages, Blue Lock has some great ones. Watching Yoichi and the other players push themselves to their limits is inspiring, and it's one of the show's biggest strengths. But again, there's too much of it. You can only watch so many push-ups and sprints before you start to lose interest. All of this isn't to say that Blue Lock is a bad show. It's just a bit slow. But even with all of its flaws, there's something about Blue Lock that keeps you watching. Maybe it's the promise of an epic soccer match, or maybe it's just because you're invested in Yoichi's journey. Whatever it is, Blue Lock has something that keeps you coming back for more. And let's not forget about the humor. Blue Lock has its fair share of jokes, and while they're not all winners, there are some real gems in there. Whether it's a well-timed quip or a slapstick moment, the humor helps break up the monotony of the training scenes. And the banter between characters can be pretty entertaining as well. There's nothing like a good verbal sparring match to lighten the mood. Finally, let's talk about the theme of the show. At its core, Blue Lock is all about ambition and what it takes to be the best. It's a theme that's been explored in countless other anime and manga, but Blue Lock manages to put its own spin on it. It's not just about being talented. It's about being ruthless and willing to do whatever it takes to win. It's not exactly a wholesome message, but it's an interesting one nonetheless. So, there you have it. Blue Lock might be a bit slow, and the characters might be a bit one-dimensional, but there's still something about the show that keeps you watching.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn!
Whether it's the promise of an epic soccer match, or the humor and banter between characters, Blue Lock has its moments. Well boys, if you enjoyed that video, please smash the like button and hit that subscribe button to know when the next upload is coming out. And also, I apologize for the very, very, very long delay on this video. It took about 7 weeks, 8 weeks to get this video out. Had some stuff going on, but now that's done. Well boys, that's all the time I got for today. Adios everyone! Finally! God damn! This video took a long time to get out.